Okay, so now we are starting. You know, in the SAT, so these formulas are given, but of course, to know them, it's better not to lose the time. You know, this 30, 60, 90 degrees, or 90, 45, 45, or 1/3 pi r square h, or 4/3 pi r cube, or base area times altitude for the cylinder, or for rectangular prism, length times width times altitude, it's the volume. It's better to know them. But of course, if you forget or the circumference or the area, you can just have a look these formulas, but better to be familiar to them. Okay. Now, let me go down. The first question. The first question says that a helicopter initially hovering 40 feet above the ground. So whenever I have this kind of question, always I illustrate. So I think it is also better for you. So we are here and the distance is 40 feet. Okay, the helicopter is here right now and begins to gain altitude. So to gain altitude means, you know, the helicopter is staying like this. Gain means it's going up. Am I clear for this? To gain is, so helicopter is not going down or not staying stable, let's say. Gaining means getting higher and higher. So it says that 21 feet per second. So after the first second, let's say, the position will be this, which is 21 feet. After the another second, it will be another 21, and so on. So what are we going to do then? How can I express this? When I look at the alternative, since this is a test, guys, don't forget, it's clear that since you're the first, your initial altitude is over the ground is 40. So as you see that 40, 40, 40, 40 times it can't be. Since you are here, and then after the first second, you are getting the 21. It means that 40 must be initial position. After the 40, we have to go up, 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 up. So how will be? What is the procedure? It says that every 1 second, it says that rate of 21 feet per second. So we should go up every 1 second. So which one says this? First of all, there is minus. Minus means going down. It cannot be. So the A or B, one of them. Which one? Of course, the answer is B. Why? This gives us only after the first second. But it says that a rate of 21 feet. By the way, the rate, do not forget, even for AP classes, even for the SAT classes, rate of change means is the slope. And slope is the coefficient of your variable. So our variable is t, which is time. So the rate will be directly 21. But also another logic. So when t is 121, when t is 2, 21 times 2, when t is 3, 21 times 3. So you are going up, 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 and up. So the answer of the question is directly B. I think it's enough to explain. This explanation is enough. Now, when we look at the question number 2, it says that a text messaging plan charges a flat fee. A flat means you may think like a horizontal, not changing, okay, of $5 per month for up to 100 texts. So if you send 1 text, 2 texts, 3 texts, or up to 100 texts, you are paying $5. And then plus, it means that over 100 text message, you are paying 0.25 for each additional one. So which of the following graph represent this? So it's clear. First of all, when I look at all the alternatives, it must have up to 100, it must be stable. It must be horizontal. So first of all, this cannot be. This cannot be. So there are 2 alternatives. When I look at the 2 alternatives, after the 100 text message, the B, what's going on here? B, and what's going on here? A. Here it is decreasing. Here it is increasing. So what I know, after the first 100 message, I will pay extra $0.25. So it must increase. And logically, I mean, if you are sending more than 100, the price is not going down. You are getting extra price. You have to pay extra price. Why? This is a just let's say seasonal offers. So in that season or in that month, the company or in that year just offering you that. This is that. But after that, if you pass the limited border, you have to pay extra. So this extra is 0.25. It is something like, for example, if you are using the internet with the code, so after limited code, you have to pay extra. So you see the extra bill in your bill receipt. So the answer of the question is A. Here it is increasing, here it is decreasing. So it cannot be decreased, it must be increasing. Okay, now let me check, by the way, is there any waiting room? Okay, no one, good. After this, question number, let's say 3. What is the question number 3? It says that Jack buys a bag of a popcorn at a movie theater, okay? He eats half of the popcorn during the 15 minutes. So you have a, let's say, amount, I don't know, but X amount. So in 15 minutes, you are eating, so remaining one is X over 2. I don't know what will be question, just in general, I am illustrating what I have. After eating half of the popcorn, he stops, not eating, that means, and then 30 minutes, he's not eating anymore. And then gradually eats the popcorn until he accidentally, so there was half left remaining, and then he starts to eat again gradually and says that accidentally spills all of the remaining popcorn. So it's fall down, let's say, okay? Which of the following graphs could represent this situation? First of all, on the y-axis, what we have, amount of the popcorn. So this is at the beginning. So what we said at the beginning, in 15 minutes, half of it I am consuming, half of it I am eating. When I look at the alternatives, first of all, the last one, so the amount is increasing. So it's not possible. Amount of the popcorn, since you are eating, it must be decreased. So this cannot be answered D. And then when I look at the alternative, so 15 minutes, I am not eating anymore. So it must be stable here. So it is 15. So it is 15 and it is 15. So it's okay. I cannot say anything to eliminate. But after that, what can I do? Here, what is the main difference? The main difference is this one is increasing. So the amount of the popcorn is increasing, but it's not possible. Why? After 15 minutes, you start to eat gradually, slowly, or whatever. So you are starting to eat. That means the amount of the popcorn must decrease, but here it is increasing, so it cannot be. And then there are two alternatives. Here it is increasing, here also it is increasing, and the time is, I don't know, it's not given. But what is given? It's directly spills all of them. It's turned down, let's say, okay? Let me, 1 minute. So for the latecomers, I am admitting. And then the amount when you look at here, so nothing will be in your packet. Why? It's going down, okay? It's fall down. But here the amount is increasing. It's not possible. Time is passing. So amount of the popcorn in your pocket, let's say, must decrease. So the answer is directly B. Okay, question number 4. If 20 minus x is 15, what is 3x? It's a very simple question, you know. You can say that 20 minus x is 15. So 20 minus 15 is x. So 20 minus 15 is 5 is x. So you want to find 3x. So 3x will be 3 times 5, which is 15. So the answer is finished. Okay, I think so simple. No need to discuss this. Even this question is very simple. For the function f is defined above, what is the value of f of -1? What does it mean? In the function f of x, whenever you see x, you have to substitute that number. So definition is here, the rule is here. -1 plus 3 over 2, when you say 3 minus 1, 2, 2 over 2 is 1. So the answer of the question is C. Up to here, is there any question? Do you want to ask me anything till here? No question.
From where we can find a record of this lesson?
I will share, I will talk about this, don't worry. In my Telegram channel you can find, or in my YouTube channel, I can give the links. Let us concentrate right now till here what I have explained. Do you have any question or not? I think it's fine. There is no question. Good. Now, the new question is this. Which of the following is equivalent to this? What is the result? I mean, simply. So it's so simple. Okay, it's really simple. Why? What are we going to do? Just expand this. 2x times x squared. 2x times x squared minus 2x times 3x and 2x cubed minus 6x squared. And then this is the answer. And remember the rule, you all know, but let me remind. If you multiply two exponential numbers whose bases are same, like x and x, whose exponents or powers are different, like 1 and 2, even same, no problem. The rule is we just add their powers, like 2 to 3 times 2 to 4 is equal to 3 plus 4. So we use this and we got the answer. And then question number 7. Okay, here let's be careful. Here let's be careful. A retail company has 50 large stores located in different areas throughout the state. Good. A researcher for the company believes the employee job satisfaction varies greatly from store to store. Okay, that's normal. Okay. Which of the following sampling methods is most appropriate to estimate the proportion of all employees of the company who are satisfied with their job? It means that simply this. You have a 50 different companies, or you have a 50 companies, you have one company, 50 different branches, let's say, or 50 stores. So you just wonder which one is the best store, or the people who are working in these 50 different stores, the people are happy. I mean, which stores employees are more happier than the others? How can you do this? So there could be lots of ways, but which one of the following is the best? For the statistics, by the way, this is like an AP statistic question type, also in SAT, of course. It's a good question. It is measuring, you understood the meaning of the statistics. I mean, how you implement. It's not numerically, I mean, calculate, blah, blah. No, it's not important. How you should interpret the result, real life scenario. Okay, so what am I going to do? Selecting one of the 50 stores at random and surveying each employee at the store. One more time, selecting one of the 50. I stop here. So I will ask the question, randomly choosing one store, but the people in that store, I will get the answers. But if I don't know the other store answer, how can I compare them? Even though this is 100% they are satisfied, 90% they are satisfied. But if I am not going to have any other store result, how can I compare them? So this is not possible. It's not a good way. Is this clear? Imagine in your class, there are 25 students. So I want to ask you, how is your mathematics classes? How is it going in that class? I can ask all the students, it's fine. For that specific class, yeah, I get answer. But when I talk about in X college, X school, I want to get the certification level of the math classes. So there are, let's say, 20 different classes. And I want to ask the students and get their feedback. If I choose only one out of 20 randomly and ask only these class students, this is nothing. Why? What will be second, third, fourth, fifth, or the 20th class? I cannot compare them. I cannot get an idea about the whole. It's not a good way in statistics. So part B, selecting 10 employees from each store at random, then surveying each employee selected. What do you think about this? Selecting 10 employees from each store at random and surviving each employee selected, question mark. Not bad idea. I mean, it could be something useful. Why? First of all, you are taking randomly people from where? From 50 stores, which is total. So you are able to compare result of this randomly chosen 10 guys among the 50 branches. So this could be answer. I mean, it's reasonable. Surviving 25 highest paid employees and 25 lowest paid employees. Yeah, you may get idea between the top paid and the bottom paid. What about the middle? You know that in the companies, everyone is not getting the paid salary. I mean, the top salaries or the lowest salaries. Most of the people are getting the average salaries. And so you are not dealing with this, most of the people, you are just looking the top and down. So it's not a good way. Since we want to get the overall satisfaction of the branches of this company. So it is not a good way. Creating a website on which employees can express their opinions and then using the first 50 response. No, never. Why? You are saying that first 50. For example, I am sick today, or I have an appointment in the hospital or appointment somewhere else, or I have family problem, I have internet problem, I couldn't log in. So you are just checking the first 50. It's not a fair thing. Why? You wanna get an idea for overall 50 branches, 50 locations, but you are just looking at 50. Maybe one of them or the owner, director, principal says that you have to log in the website and you have to do this, otherwise I will do this, I will do that, threatening, okay? Could be. So it's not a way. So what is left in our hands? So B is the most appropriate one. Is this okay? Is there anyone against of this? No. Good. Question number 8. We have graph and we have lines. Whenever you have lines, guys, don't forget we have, let's say, mx plus n, or we have a plus bx, or we have, there are lots of notations, but simply we have a slope and we have an intercept. Okay, slope. Slope is rate of change, rate of change. Now, okay, let me read the question. The two graphs are above show the total amounts of the money. Okay, so it is here. And then Anne and Jeremy each have deposited into their savings account for the first 7 weeks after opening their accounts. Okay, after they made their initial deposits, how much more? This is the question now. How much more did Ian deposit each week than Jeremy? So there are two solutions here. I will talk about both of them. So the first thing is, dear students, first thing is talk about the equation. How can I express the equation of this line? So to write the equation, I need the slope. What is the slope? Slope means delta y over delta x. So for example, the y value is 800. And starting point, if I choose 100, so the time is here on the x-axis 7. For this 0, 800 minus 7, 700 divided by 700. It means that this is 100x plus you are starting with the initial money in your pocket is 100. So this is the equation of the Ian. And then for the second equation, let me say first and second, for the Jeremy, slope will be here approximately, let's say 650, minus, if I choose, for example, initial one, 300, divided by time is 7 and time is 0. And then 350 divided by 7, it is equal to 50. Now it will be 50x plus initial is 300. So now, like a previous question here, the meaning of slope. What does it mean? For each X increasement, this guy has a Y value increase 100. For each X increasement, this guy has a Y value increase 50. So time is passing after the first deposit. If I choose X is 1, okay, the increasement is when they have the same time. I mean, when X is 1, you may think. So increasement is here 50, increasement it's here 100. Even when X is 2, increasement, rate of increasement, by the way, rate of change of the Y, 100, this is 50. Isn't it clear that Y1 minus Y2 is here 100 minus 50, which is 50? So the answer is C. This is more theoretical, let's say. Now I want to tell the practical way. If there is no question for this, how did I do? I want to talk about practical way. What is a practical way? Now, can I say this one? For example, let's say we are talking about which one is greater? Ian deposit is written. Ian is first, Jeremy is 2. For the Ian, where is it here? Now, for example, here, from 700 to 800, what is the increasement? 100. What about for Jeremy in the same period from 6 to 7? It is 600, so this is 650. From 600 to 650, you are increasing the amount just 50 units. And that means directly the difference between them is 50. Or even you can have a look here. From this to this, from 200 to 300, 100 amount you increase. In the same interval for this one, from 350 to 100, so 350 to 400, sorry, 350 to 400, it is 50. So you see the difference between them, 50. It is normal. Why normal? When we write the equation, so slope means rate of change for each X interval you are changing. So we already proved that it is 50. So the answer of the question is 50, and that's it. Now, question number 9. H of X is this. Find H5, H3. It's so simple. Instead of X, put 5. Instead of X, put 3. And then you can even use a calculator, or 2 to 5 is 32. 2 to 3 is 8. So 32 minus 8 is 24, which means the answer is C. Okay, any question? I think no question. Okay. Now.
Sir, I have a question.
Yep.
The last question.
Okay.
Sir, how did we know that the 3 needs to be replaced here?
You know the functions? Y is equal to f of x, for example, ax plus b, or y is equal to f of x, let's say ax squared plus bx plus c in general. This h5 means, or f5 means, the meaning, the definition is this. I mean, in the given question, when x is x, we are just writing here x, here x. But when x is 5, just plug in. I mean, plug in 5 instead of x in the given question. So here, the function is hx. So your question h5. And what is the thing? What is the relation between them? Isn't it here h is h5? Even simple logic. Here, instead of x, you have 5. So on the right-hand side, this is equation. So you have to put, instead of x, 5. That's it. You know, for the functions, when you have two sets, set A and set B, this is number 5. So what is its image? The function h of x. If the rule is this, it means that take the 5, put instead of x in the given rule. So 2 to the power of 5, so it is 32. Simple definition, nothing else. Is it okay or not?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Come on. Now, question number 10. This is still one statistic question. A researcher surveyed a random sample of students from a large university about how often they see movies. How often? Using a sample state, the researcher estimation 23%, okay, of the student population saw a movie at least once per month. Good. Now, the margin of error. So what is the margin of error? As a definition, we should know. I will tell you. For this, the estimation is 4. Which of the following is most appropriate conclusion about all students in university based on a given estimate and margin of error? Okay, what is the margin of error means? You have one estimation. What does estimation means? Estimation is predicting the future based on mathematical, based on statistical data, what you have in your hand. So one more time, to estimate something, to talk about the future, which using your mathematical background, mathematical information, what you have, statistical information. What is margin of error? Margin of error is this. This estimation, what percentage could be wrong? What percentage could be wrong? So this wrong means, for example, your estimation for any problem, let's say 10. When I say plus minus 2, I want to say this one. 10 minus 2, 10 plus 2, close interval, which is 8, 12. So this is my margin of error. Margin of error. What does it mean? I mean, my estimation is 10, I know, but this estimation may be wrong. If this is wrong, what is the percentage of the wrong? It is given in the question, for example, number 2. It means that plus minus 2 is acceptable thing for this estimation. For example, you are producing a pencil. Let's say its length must be 10 centimeter in the factory, let's say. So the engineer says that 2% mistake acceptable, for example, or let me say this is 100 centimeter, not pencil, something else. 2% is acceptable mistake. What does it mean? If you produce 98 up to 102, it is acceptable. You can sell this to the customers. So this 2% is called margin of error. So how we use the margin of error? We add and subtract to our estimation. If our estimation is 100, we add and we subtract, and we got this interval. By the way, this interval is called confidence interval, interval of confidence. Okay, so after knowing all this information right now from this, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? When I read the question, it says that estimation is 23% and margin of error is 4%. That means plus minus 4% is my error. What does it mean? This estimation could be maximum 20%, minimum 23 minus 4, 90%. So the result, if between them, this is acceptable. This is the confidence interval. Is this clear? 23 minus 4, 23 plus 4 is the confident interval, which means acceptable. This work is done well, it means. So when I read question 19 and 27, directly I am looking the numbers, 19, 27, 19, 27, here, nothing, here, nothing. So answer is one of them. Which one? I am reading. The research is between 19 and 27. Sure, the most students see movie theater at least once per year. It is plausible that percentage of the students who see the movie theater at least once per month is between 29 and 27. So what do you think? Which one is the answer? Read one more time the question and tell me that which one is better explanation. What do you think? Do you have any idea? You can easily talk.
This,
D.
I guess.
Yeah, that's D. When we read the question, it says that movie at least once per month. It says, okay, and this is now We are just predicting by using our estimation. Okay, question number 11. When we look at the 11, the table shows, by the way, I am reading a little bit quickly. I already read this question before. So in the exam, you will not read quickly. You should understand the question, okay? You should understand and then you should start the solution. So the table above shows two lists, good. Which of the following is true? So underline what is the question is being. Statement comparing list A and list B. So when I look at here, check the alternatives. The means and standard deviation. Mean, standard deviation, mean, standard deviation, mean, standard deviation. So we know how to find the mean. What is the mean? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 divided by 6. So this will be 6 times 7. Okay, just you can add them. But I have another idea. Do you know what is another idea? I hope you will have one scientific calculator in the SAT exam. So for example, I have TI-84. Let me show you how easily solve this. Instead of doing this calculation by myself, I want to calculator works for me. Let me teach you how to use this one. What am I going to do? In the calculator, dear students, there is a stat button. So I am clicking stat. And there is edit. So I am clicking edit. Since I did before something, let me clean, delete all. Since this is a software, it's not a physical calculator, it is being slowly. Let me come this one, the right column, L2. Still trying to delete. Oh, it takes time. I can maybe 1 minute. Normal, what am I going to do? I want to show you. Oops, it's stuck. 1 minute. I will open it again. Let me do it slow. Okay, this is empty now. Let me go this side and delete, 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 delete. Now, what am I going to do? In my question, the first data, which is, where was it here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will put it to my calculator. So I am writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I am coming to second column by pressing this cursor and putting the data. What are the data members? 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. So 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. Now, when you put the data, we put the stat button, and then we come here, you know, calculator or something, CALC. I am coming with this. And then I am choosing the first one, which is already chosen. Just enter. Now, which column? L1. Enter, enter, enter. Now, look at now, dear students. It calculates for me now. X bar means mean. So mean is 3.5. And standard deviation means SX 1.87. So let me take a note. 3.5, 1.87. 3.5 and 1.87 mean and standard deviation. You can use you can make manual calculations. You know how to calculate the average, and the standard deviation is X minus average square divided by N. Okay, this is XI, but I do not prefer to use this in SAT since you will have a calculator, use the calculator. So directly it comes out 3.5, 1.87. And then what am I going to do? Statistics, calculator again, enter. Now not L1, now second column. So second column in my calculator, look at the blue one, L2 is with second bottom. And this one, when I put, you see it's changed. Now this is L2. All my calculations, enter, 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 will be done for second column. Now, what you see here, now the X bar and the standard deviation is here. Standard deviation is 1.03. So I am coming, standard deviation is 1. It was 0.3, right? 0.3. And then now X bar is 3.6. 3.6 or 3.5? It is 3.6. What about the first one? Not to make a mistake, just let me check it again. Pardon. Statistics. This one, L1, enter, enter, enter. And then 3.5, 1.7. Yeah, 3.1, 1.7. First of all, what I see here, this is mean, this is standard. So the means are same. What do you think? Are they same?
No.
No, these are not same. So same cancel out, different, different. After that, standard deviations are different, standard deviations are same. So standard deviations are, you see now, they are different.
It's C.
That means standard deviation is different, so it's C. But always be sure about the data. I mean, you type in correct or not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. Let me check it one more time, just to be sure. Enter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here, what is the data? 2. Ah, I did mistake. Look, or even you can see here. The first data is 2. Second data is 3, but it must be 2. So I have to change. This is 2. So enter. And then 2, 2. Sorry, not 2, 2. Second data 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. So it was right. 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. Now that's okay. 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5. So one more time. 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. That's okay now. Enter, enter, statistics, and then calculation, and then enter. And then now L2, I want to do it. L2, enter, enter, and enter. When I do, I got 3.5, 1.4. Oh my God. 3.5, 1.4. So this is now 3.5, 1.4. It was, yeah, 0.4. So still the standard deviations are different, but this is 3.5, this is 3.5. That means this is not answer, unfortunately, sorry. So means are same, but standard deviations are different. So the answer is A. So one more time, when you type to your calculator manually in your hand, okay? So be careful, don't make the same mistake what I did right now. Okay, this is important. Just to be sure, I check it and it's okay. Right now we understand, finished. Now question number 12, it's a percentage question. When we look at the question number 12, what we see? We see this one. A book was on sale. So what does it mean on sale? It's discount, right? On sale means it's discount. 40% of its original price. So I don't know the original price. Let me call X. So there are two types of solutions, but the best one, which I prefer this, when something is 40% off, how many percent normal price it's remaining? 60%. I mean, you will have X times 0.6. For example, if normal price is 100, 40% off means you are paying 60. Why? 100 times 0.6, it will be 60. Is this clear? I am not using the 40. I am using the remaining part. So after the discount, the remaining part is 60%. So 0.6 times X means 60% of the number. Good. if the sale price of the book was 18, what was the original price of the book? So this is now sale price after the discount, which is now $18. Is this cleared up to here? Normal price. After 40% discount, 0.6 times normal price will be selling price. So it is equal to 18. And then simple, x is equal to 18 over 0.6. Even you can use normal calculation, or you can use calculator like 18 is divided by 0.6. The result is 30. So the result is 30. Without calculator, you know, this will be 6 over 10. So this will be 18 times 10 over 6. And 6 is divided by 1, 3, 3, 10, 30. But I prefer use calculator, okay? You could be emotional. There could be some issues. So better use the calculator. Now, question number 13. If till here there is no problem. Now, we have a graph. And always, whenever you have graph, read the question well. It says that from 13 to 14, you will answer the question by using this graph. Good. Now, here explanation, 3 colonies of insect were each rated with a different pesticide. It's like a treatment or using a, let's say, not medicine, but it's a material, okay? Overcome the problem. Over an 8-week period to test the effectiveness of the 3 pesticides. Colonies A, B, C. By the way, what is A, what is B? So A is this type, B is this texture, C is this color. Okay, this is important. Without this, we can't solve the question. This is the key for us. Now, each pesticide was applied 2 weeks to one of the 3 colonies over the 8-week period. Okay, there's no problem. The bar graph. Generally, the real question starts at the end. The bar graph above shows the insect counts for each of the 3 colonies, 0, 4, 2, for 8 weeks after the initial treatment. Okay, till here, there is no problem. Now the question, it's directly related with this, you will see. Which of the following colonies show a decrease? Decrease means to go down, increase means to go up. So where it is being decreasement in the size every 2 weeks after the initial treatment. So the size must decrease. And when I look at here, dear students, look, for colony A, it was 80. Here somewhere, I don't know, since I am looking decrease or not, decrease, since on the y-axis less than the previous one, decrease. So A must be in the solution. So A must be, first is okay. What about B? B is this texture. So, you know, at the beginning, and then a little bit, but decrease. So B must be also, which means second must be. What about C? C is now this color. Here, oops, go up, increasing, not decreasing. But my question is increase. So the answer, this cannot be. So what will be now? 1 and 2 must be. 1 and 2, where is it? Yeah, answer is the C. Okay. Now, let me go question number 14. Same thing now. I mean, same graph, 13, 14. Of the following, which is the closest ratio of the total number of insects? When you talk about the ratio, draw one fraction bar. And first you put the numerator and then denominator. So read the question. Ratio, now it starts, of the total number of insects. So here, total number. In week 8, where in week 8, total number of insects in all 3 colonies in the week 8 to the, after to the means it is now denominator, it's starting, okay, to the. So ratio of A to the B means A over B. So to the total number of insects at the time of the initial treatment. First, what does initial means? Initial means starting. Starting means when the time is 0. That means at the beginning. At the beginning. Okay? When I look at the question, initial means starting, which is t is 0 here. So total initial. Let's do it then. In the week number 8, what is the total? Let's have a look. This is the week number 8. So totally, what is that? This is approximately 20, which is we can call 19. So when I go like that horizontally, it is 19. Plus this one approximately, let's say 10. And this is approximately 50. Divided by initial. So initial, it is 80. Plus this is 61, 62. It's not a big difference. And then the other is, let's say 61 or 62, let me say. It's not a big issue. Even 61 you can say, since it's not so clear. But it's clear that they are, let me clean this part. So this one and this one almost same. If I call this is 2 units up, this must be 2 units down. So let me say 58. And then what will be? Just take a calculator. So 19 plus 10 plus 50 equals 79 divided by, now open parentheses, otherwise it will be wrong, 80 plus 62 plus 58, close the parenthesis, 0.395. So let us copy down this 0.395, 0.395, or 0. If I round this, 0.4. Now, which one is closest? 2 to 5. Even if you can do in your mind, but better use calculator. 2 over 5, 0.4. Exactly, we got it, isn't it? The answer is A. But to be sure, let me check the others. 1 over 4, 0.25, so it's not equal. 3 over 5, 0.6, it's not equal. And 1 over 2, you know, 0.50, but let us do it. 1 over 2, it's half, which is, pardon, 1 over 2, it is 0.50, which is not. So the answer of the question is directly part A. I think it's clear, right? We did directly, finished. Question number 15. A right circular cone, stop, circular cone, volume, directly 1 over 3 pi r square h. This is the formula. If you forget, come here at the beginning. Yeah, 1 over 3 pi r square h. You see? This is okay if you forget the formula.
Yeah, they give this page, first page in the
Original exam. This is original SAT. Which year, I don't know, but this is original SAT question. So it is always given. And then we go down. This is equal to 24 pi. Be careful, I'm not reading any more question. What I read, I'm just putting directly. Okay, 24 pi. And then directly, pi and pi, I simplify. Let me continue now. If the height of the cone is 2, I stop. Instead of this 2, if this is 2, 2 and 24, simplify 12. And then what is reduce? Equation reduce. Nothing left, just reduce a number left. So r squared divided by 3 is 12. So r squared is 312, which is 36. And then, you know, r is plus minus 6, but reduce, it's a length. Length cannot be negative. That means it's over. Reduce is 6. The answer is B. Okay? Now, I can give 5 minutes break, but let me solve this question, okay? Then we can give 5 minutes break. In 2015, the population of X and Y. Let me say X here, let me say Y here. And it says in 2015, population X and Y were equal, okay? So let me say from 2010 to 2015. So starting point 2010. This is now 2015. The population of X increased by 20. Now wait here. If the population of X at the beginning X, I don't know what is the amount. Let me call this is X, or this is city X. This is city Y. the population of X, let me call X, from 2010 to 2015, if it is increasing 20%, it means that 1.2x, we should say directly. Do you remember this? We discussed in my lessons or in the YouTube. Normally you can say that 100% is 1. After that, 20% of 1 means 20 over 100 times 1. So when you simplify, it will be 2 over 10, 1 over 5. And then when you do calculations, you will get 1 over 1.20. And finally, you will get 1.20. Or think like that, 100%, you have 20% extra. What will be 100 plus 20, which is 120%. And 120%, how can you express? 120 divided by 100, if you say, it will be 1.2. Okay, let me continue. After that, if I call the population is Y at 2010 for the city Y, it says that decrease by 10. Isn't it 0.9Y? So it was 100. It was 100, for example. 10% means 100, 10%, 10. 100 minus 10, 90. So how can I express 90%, 0.9? At the beginning, it was saying that they are equal. When? At this year, 2015. So do it. 1.2x is equal to 0.9y. After that, without reading the question, I should say directly, multiply by 10 both sides, 12x, 9y. And divide by 3, 4x, 3y. I'm just doing, probably I will use it. Now, it says that if the population of city X was this number, what did I say? It was this. So it was X, it means. So instead of X, let me put this. 4 times 1, 2, 0, 0, 0, 0 equals 3 times Y. Now, what is the question? Let me read. What was the population city Y in 2010? It was Y, and it means question, find Y. How can I find? 3 is divided by 3, 1. 12 is divided by 3, 4. 4 times 4, 16. How many 0? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the result is this. Finished.
Sir, can you re-explain after the 1.2x equals to 0.9?
Okay. Forget about this. Till here, is it okay or not? Just tell me. 1.2x is, let me write 1.2x is equal to 0.9y. Is this okay or not?
Yes, that's okay.
Now, I am saying that the question says that the population of city X was 120,000. So in my table, where is the population of city X in 2010? This is, which is X. So it says that X is this number. I put it here. Okay. And then what was the population of city Y? 2010. 2010 population is Y. That means the question is, why is question mark? Is this okay or not?
Yes, sir.
So how can you solve this question? If you divide both sides 0.9, that means you have 1.2 times 120,000 divided by 0.9 is equal to Y. Is this okay or not?
Yes, sir.
And then use the calculator. By the way, I strictly recommend use your calculator always. I mean, in exam, which calculator you will use that calculator right now, or when you make any practice. So you will get used that one divided by 0.9. It is this number, 160 and 3 zeros, 160 and 3 zeros. That means this is the answer of the question. Okay?
Okay,
now,
sir.
Question 17. Let's start after 5 minutes, okay? So let's 6 minutes, let's say 205, we are here, 205.